Hello, Hawks. This is the lesson for 8.5. Your math videos are going to be posted Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Mondays we will do a math lesson together. The only reason why I posted a math lesson yesterday was because I was at school working in the classroom. So stay tuned for lesson 8.5, and if you have any questions or if you ever need help, like a one-on-one help, just message me, have your families message me on Dojo, and we can set up a one-on-one session so I can explain it further. I hope these videos are helpful to you guys. Remember, you can also watch the video on the Swun website as well, and I will see you guys on Zoom in just a few minutes. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay, Hawks. Welcome to today's math lesson. Today we are doing Swun lesson 8.5. It is a review of the lesson we did yesterday. So we are dividing a whole number by a unit fraction. Again, we're dividing a whole number by a unit fraction. If you have your textbooks, your page is 225. If you do not, as always, you can go get the problems from the Swun website. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. So again, if you have your textbook, it's page 225. If not, just follow along. And let's see if it focuses. Hold on, trying to make it focus. All right. So our objective today is, today I will create story problems involving division of a whole number by a unit fraction. Today I will create story problems involving division of a whole number by a unit fraction. So again, unit fractions are fractions with numbers with 1 as a numerator. Again, a unit fraction is any fraction with the number 1 as its numerator. Let's go. All right. Our first problem is 2 divided by 1/8. Okay, just waiting for it to focus. There we go. 2 divided by 1/8. So our whole number again is 2, and our unit fraction is 1/8. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to model. We're going to model it with pictures. So I'm going to draw 2 squares, or rectangles, and I'm dividing them into 8ths. How do I know? Because my denominator is an 8. So 1, 8, 1. So let me just check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've divided both rectangles into 8ths. Now I'm going to figure out how many 8ths do I get if I have 2 rectangles. So again, we can count all the strips and see what our total number is. So let's go ahead and do that. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 2 divided by 1/8 equals 16. All right, I'll leave that up for a second. And I got a new whiteboard. Hope you guys like it. It's 2-sided. So I'm gonna leave that here and I'm gonna flip it over. And I am going to do the same problem. 2 divided by 1/8 with the number line. So here is my number line. Started at 0. I'm ending it at 2. Why am I ending? Oh, can you guys see that? There we go. All right. Why am I ending my number line at 2? Because I only have 2 holes, so I don't need to go any further. And halfway, I'm gonna make the 1 mark. So I have 0, 1, and 2. Now I'm gonna divide each section into eighths because that's our denominator. So I'm gonna break it up. I'm gonna check it, make sure I have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, again, I'm gonna see how many hops, how many eighths I can get out of 2 holes. Start at 0, so I'm gonna jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I have a match. So here it is on the number line. I'm gonna leave it for just a second. Again, you can always pause. And I'm gonna flip over the whiteboard, turn it around, and we still have it, same problem, drawn in the area model. So 2 holes divided by 1/8 will give you 16. Now let's try it using the algorithm. So I'm gonna erase this. And we're gonna just do the standard algorithm. Remember, that means that we're not drawing any pictures, we're not doing any number lines, we're just figuring it out. So 2 holes divided by 1/8. If you remember in yesterday's video, I'll let this focus for a second. Come on. Focus. There we go. There we go. So in yesterday's video, I told you if you put a 1 under a whole number, it remains equivalent. So if I put a 1 as a denominator on any whole number, it's equal to whatever the numerator is. So our numerator is 2, so that means it's still equal to 2 wholes. And remember I said if you multiply the diagonal, so the numerator in the first number, by the denominator in the second number, you'll get your answer. So 2 times 8 equals 16. So we have a match. So now in this lesson, it says that we have to create a word problem. So we have figured out the answer to our problem. We drew an area model. We drew a number line. Now we have to write the word problem. All right, so the whole number tells us how much the person has of whatever. The fraction tells us how much of whatever they have they're going to use. So I'm going to write our problem up in the corner so I have more writing space. 2 divided by 1/8. Hopefully that's focused. So let's write our word problem. Let's see who's going to be our special guest in our word problem today. Let's use Miss Terrell. So, Mrs. Terrell has 2 yards of fabric. So again, the whole number tells us how much she has of something. So I'm saying Miss Terrell has 2 yards of fabric. So she's going to make, she wants to make bags for the teachers that require 1/8 of fabric. How many bags can Mrs. Terrell make? So I'm going to leave this here for a second so you guys can read it. If you need to pause, and then come back. I'm going to push it out just a little bit so you guys can see. And I'll read it again. Mrs. Terrell has 2 yards of fabric. She wants to make bags for the teachers that requires 1/8 of fabric. How many bags can Mrs. Terrell make? So she wants to make bags for the teachers that require 1/8 of fabric. How many bags can she make? So again, Miss Terrell has these 2 yards of fabric. So that's where our model comes in. 1/8 of the yard is what she needs to make a bag. So we're going to divide our rectangles into eighths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Uh-oh. See, that's why we always check. See, teachers make mistakes too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So she can make a bag out of that piece, out of this piece, this piece, this piece. And then we remember from the first sample, when we added all of those eighths together, we got 16. So Miss Terrell can make 16 bags with 2 yards of fabric. Alright, so I am going to hold this up again. Pause it if you need to. But this is the lesson for today. So you are creating a word problem using a problem that is dividing a whole number by a fraction. So there's our whole number, dividing it by a fraction. Here is our problem. Okay guys, that's the lesson for today. I will see you on Zoom in just a few minutes. And if you need more help, you can always schedule a one-on-one with me and we can work through them together. All right? See you guys in a little bit. Bye.